Have you ever wondered why, despite taking all your vitamins, doing your daily walks, and following your doctor's advice, you still feel your strength slipping away year after year? Why does getting up from a chair feel harder than it did last year? Why does carrying groceries leave you exhausted? You're not alone in this experience. And more importantly, there's something you can do about it that most doctors aren't telling you. Most people blame it on aging. They accept weakness as inevitable, as though declining strength is simply the price we pay for more candles on our birthday cake. But what if I told you it's not just age? It's what's missing from your plate every single day. What if the solution to maintaining your independence longer has been hiding in plain sight at your local grocery store? Look, I'm going to be straight with you. Most seniors are making a critical mistake every day, and they do it with complete confidence because they've been told their entire lives that they're eating enough protein when they're actually nowhere close to what their aging bodies need. Think about it. Have you ever had a doctor actually calculate your precise protein requirements based on your age, weight, and activity level? Most haven't, and that's a problem we need to address together. And yes, animal proteins like chicken and fish are good for you. But here's the truth that nobody is talking about. Plant-based proteins offer unique benefits specifically for seniors that animal proteins can't match. They contain special compounds, fibers, and phytonutrients that work with your changing body in ways that meat simply cannot. In fact, these 6 plant powerhouses, which you're probably overlooking completely, could be the key to maintaining your strength, supporting your bones, and keeping you independent for years longer than you might have thought possible. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which 6 plant-based proteins can transform your health after 60, why they're so powerful specifically for seniors, and most importantly, how to incorporate them into your daily routine without complicated cooking or expensive supplements. I promise you'll look at your grocery list differently after today, and your body will thank you for making these simple but powerful changes. Protein. Number 1, quinoa, the complete protein powerhouse. Let's start with quinoa. Small and seed-like and often mistaken for a grain, quinoa has been celebrated for centuries as a complete protein source, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids your body needs but cannot produce on its own. The ancient Incas called it the mother grain for its life-sustaining properties. And modern nutritional science is now validating what they knew intuitively. But here's what makes quinoa truly exceptional for seniors. It contains a specific amino acid profile that directly supports muscle maintenance in aging bodies. This isn't just another healthy food. It's almost as if quinoa were designed specifically for the nutritional challenges you face after 60. As we age, our muscles become less responsive to protein. They need more stimulation to grow and maintain themselves, a condition scientists call anabolic resistance. Quinoa contains high levels of leucine, about 625 milligrams per cup, which is the primary amino acid that triggers muscle protein synthesis. Think of leucine as the key that unlocks your body's ability to use protein effectively. This means that, unlike other plant proteins, quinoa actually activates the muscle-building process more effectively, helping to combat the natural muscle loss that occurs with aging. When you eat quinoa regularly, you're not just consuming protein. You're activating the precise cellular machinery that keeps your muscles functioning optimally despite age-related changes. And you know what that means? Stronger legs for climbing stairs without thinking twice. Greater arm strength for maintaining independence with daily tasks like carrying groceries, opening containers, or playing with your grandchildren. These aren't small improvements. They're the difference between dependent and independent living as you age. There's more. Quinoa is also rich in magnesium, 118 milligrams per cup, which is crucial for muscle function and energy production at the cellular level. After 60, magnesium absorption decreases significantly, leading to deficiencies in over 80% of seniors, according to recent clinical studies. This deficiency causes muscle weakness, fatigue, and even those painful muscle cramps that wake you up at night, leaving you exhausted the next day. Some seniors even notice their energy levels dramatically improve within just 2 weeks of adding quinoa to their diet, as if a fog of fatigue is gradually lifting. Imagine waking up actually feeling rested and maintaining energy throughout your day, rather than experiencing that mid-afternoon crash that so many accept as normal aging. You should also know this. if you take medications for blood pressure or heart conditions. The potassium in quinoa, 318 milligrams per cup, helps balance the sodium in your diet without the excessive levels found in bananas that can interact with certain medications. It's a safer way to maintain the electrolyte balance that's crucial for both heart and muscle function. The most remarkable aspect, quinoa doesn't just provide protein. It delivers a complete nutritional package specifically aligned with seniors' needs. 1 cup of cooked quinoa provides 8 grams of protein, 5 grams of fiber for digestive health, crucial as digestion slows with age, and complex carbohydrates that provide sustained energy without the blood sugar spikes that can exacerbate inflammation and accelerate muscle loss. The saddest part is that most seniors don't realize that this simple, affordable food could be the key to maintaining their strength and independence for years longer than they thought possible. Your doctor might recommend protein supplements or expensive medical interventions without ever mentioning this humble superfood that could transform your daily life in just weeks. Protein number 2, lentils, the muscle maintenance miracle. If quinoa, with its complete amino acid profile, can be this beneficial for aging bodies, what about lentils? These tiny nutritional giants might change how you think about protein forever. Lentils, small, humble, often overlooked in an American cuisine, are actually protein powerhouses that have sustained cultures around the world for millennia. They provide about 18 grams of protein per cooked cup, making them one of the most protein-dense plant foods available. That's more protein than you'll find in 3 ounces of chicken, but with additional benefits that animal proteins simply cannot provide. But for seniors, the situation is even more remarkable. Lentils contain a unique combination of protein and resistant starch that works synergistically to support muscle health in aging bodies. This resistant starch acts as a prebiotic that feeds beneficial gut bacteria, which research now shows plays a crucial role in muscle maintenance after 60. Did you know that your gut health and muscle health are intimately connected? Most healthcare providers never mention this critical relationship. When your gut microbiome is healthy, it produces short-chain fatty acids that reduce the chronic inflammation that accelerates muscle loss. This means the protein in lentils works more effectively to maintain your strength than protein from many other sources. You're not just feeding your muscles, you're creating an internal environment where they can thrive despite age-related challenges. You may experience improved stamina during daily activities like gardening or shopping, greater strength when lifting objects around your home, and reduced recovery time after physical exertion. Imagine taking that walk around the neighborhood and actually feeling energized afterwards rather than depleted. But that's not all. Lentils are exceptionally high in iron, providing about 6.6 milligrams per cup, addressing one of the most common nutritional deficiencies in seniors. Iron deficiency causes profound fatigue and weakness because your muscles literally cannot get enough oxygen to function properly. Think of iron as the delivery system for oxygen to every cell in your body, especially your hard-working muscle cells. Many seniors who incorporate lentils regularly report feeling a noticeable increase in energy within just 3 to 4 weeks, as their iron stores replenish. It's not the artificial jolt of caffeine, but a sustained improvement in cellular energy production that you'll feel throughout your day. The best part, lentils are incredibly affordable, costing just pennies per serving, and they have a long shelf life, making them perfect for seniors on fixed incomes or those who can't shop frequently. You can store them in your pantry for months, making them a convenient option for creating nutritious meals anytime. From soups and stews to salads and side dishes, lentils can adapt to any cuisine you enjoy. If you frequently experience unexplained fatigue, weakness, or difficulty with tasks that used to be easy, consider the protein sources on your plate. Lentils may be the simple solution you've been overlooking while searching for more complex explanations for your declining energy. Isn't it amazing how something so small could make such a profound difference in how you feel every day? Most people don't realize that after 60, muscle and bone health are inextricably linked in what scientists call the musculoskeletal system. Weak muscles accelerate bone loss because muscle contractions actually stimulate bone strengthening. Conversely, weak bones limit the physical activity that maintains muscle. It's a vicious cycle that can lead to frailty and loss of independence. Chickpeas contain about 15 grams of protein per cup, but more importantly, they provide a rich source of molybdenum a trace mineral that helps your body process sulfur-containing amino acids. This process is critical for maintaining the collagen matrix that supports both muscle attachment and bone structure. Think of collagen as the architectural framework that holds your entire body together. Have you experienced increasing joint discomfort that limits your activities? Growing concern about bone density after a DEXA scan? Chickpeas address both issues by supporting the critical connection between your muscular and skeletal systems. This isn't just about preventing further decline. Many seniors report actual improvements in comfort and mobility after incorporating chickpeas regularly. Furthermore, chickpeas contain significant amounts of manganese, about 1.7 milligrams per cup, which is essential for bone formation and density. Studies show that adequate manganese intake can reduce fracture risk by up to 20% in seniors, particularly in the hips and spine, where fractures are most debilitating and life-changing. When you eat chickpeas, you're providing your body with the raw materials it needs to maintain strong, resilient bones. Chickpeas also provide about 4.7 milligrams of zinc per cup, addressing another common deficiency in seniors. Zinc is crucial for immune function, wound healing, and, critically for muscle health, testosterone production. Even in older women, maintaining appropriate testosterone levels is essential for muscle preservation, and this hormone becomes increasingly difficult to produce adequately after 60. So, while chickpeas might seem like a simple food, perhaps something you only encounter in hummus at parties, they're actually providing a sophisticated nutritional intervention that supports the entire musculoskeletal system as you age. They're working on multiple levels to keep you strong, mobile, and independent, addressing several age-related nutritional challenges simultaneously. Next time you see chickpeas at the salad bar or grocery store, remember they're not just another healthy food. Wouldn't you rather address these issues through delicious food rather than medications with potential side effects? Protein number 4, tofu, the hormonal helper. Tofu, white and soft, is often misunderstood or avoided in Western diets. Could this ancient food that has sustained Asian populations for over 2,000 years be one of the most powerful allies for maintaining strength after 60? The research suggests the answer is a resounding yes. Strange as it might seem, tofu offers unique benefits for seniors that most other protein sources simply cannot match. These aren't the harsh hormone therapies that cause concern, but natural compounds that work with your body's changing needs. Let me break it down. After 60, hormonal changes accelerate muscle loss in ways that most healthcare providers rarely discuss with their patients. In men, testosterone decreases by about 1% per year after 40, leading to a 30% reduction by age 70. In women, postmenopausal estrogen decline leads to accelerated muscle catabolism. These hormonal shifts are a primary reason why strength declines with age. Yet, conventional advice rarely addresses this fundamental issue. Tofu contains isoflavones that can partially mitigate these effects. Research shows that regular consumption of soy proteins like tofu can slow the rate of muscle loss associated with hormonal changes by up to 20%. That's not a small difference. That's the difference between needing assistance at 75 versus remaining independent well into your 80s. Imagine adding years of independence to your life through such a simple dietary change. Where does this appear in daily life? You might find that your posture remains stronger, supported by core muscles that resist age-related weakening. You could experience better balance and stability when walking or standing, reducing your risk of those life-changing falls that so often lead to loss of independence. Tofu provides about 10 grams of protein per half-cup serving, but its true value lies in the quality of that protein. Leucine, as we discussed earlier, helps trigger muscle protein synthesis, while arginine improves blood flow to muscle tissue, enhancing nutrient delivery and waste removal. Tofu also provides about 861 milligrams of calcium per cup when made with calcium sulfate, addressing another critical need for seniors. This calcium doesn't just support bone health. It's essential for proper muscle contraction and nervous system function. Many seniors experience muscle cramps or poor muscle control due to inadequate calcium, yet don't make the connection between their symptoms and their nutrition. It's deceiving. You might think of tofu as just another protein source, or perhaps as something unfamiliar that you're not sure how to prepare. But for seniors, it's providing targeted nutritional support for the hormonal challenges that accelerate muscle loss after 60. It's like having a gentle food-based hormone therapy at every meal, working with your body's changing needs rather than against them. If you've avoided tofu due to unfamiliarity or uncertainty about preparation, I encourage you to reconsider. Modern grocery stores offer pre-seasoned, ready-to-eat tofu options that require no special preparation. Adding this ancient food to your modern diet could be one of the most important steps you take toward maintaining your strength and independence as you age. Wouldn't you like to defy expectations about what's possible in your 70s, 80s, and beyond? Protein number 5, edamame, is the mobility maintainer. Edamame, bright green and slightly sweet, is perhaps something you've only encountered as an appetizer at Japanese restaurants. Most people don't realize these young soybeans might be one of the most effective foods for maintaining mobility and independence as you age. They're not just a restaurant treat. They're a powerful tool for healthy aging that deserves a place in your regular diet. Edamame contains about 17 grams of protein per cup, rivaling the protein content of many animal foods without the saturated fat. But its exceptional value for seniors lies in its unique combination of protein and omega-3 fatty acids. This combination directly addresses the inflammation that both accelerates muscle loss and causes joint pain in aging bodies. A two-pronged approach to maintaining comfortable mobility. As we age, chronic low-grade inflammation becomes almost universal, a condition scientists have termed inflammaging. This inflammatory state directly damages muscle tissue and prevents efficient repair after use. Think about how much longer it takes you to recover from physical activity now compared to your younger years. That's inflammaging at work. The result is accelerated weakness and decreased functional capacity that many mistakenly attribute simply to getting older. Edamame contains plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, ALA, that help counteract this inflammatory cascade. While not as potent as fish-based omega-3s, research shows that consistent consumption of plant omega-3s can reduce inflammatory markers by 10 to 15% in seniors. This reduction can have remarkable effects on how you feel and function every day. You might experience less stiffness when rising in the morning. That period of working out the kinks might become shorter or disappear entirely. You may notice improved recovery after physical activity, returning to comfort more quickly rather than feeling sore for days. You could maintain strength even during periods of lower activity, such as during winter months when many seniors become more sedentary due to weather constraints or holiday schedules. Edamame also contains significant amounts of vitamin K, about 41 micrograms per cup. Vitamin K is crucial for both bone health and blood clotting, but recent research has uncovered its importance for muscle function as well. Vitamin K helps activate proteins that protect muscle tissue during periods of stress or inflammation. This protection becomes increasingly important as we age and our recovery capacity diminishes. Some seniors notice that regular consumption of edamame helps maintain their walking pace and stride length, two critical measures of longevity and independence that researchers use to assess healthy aging. Did you know that research shows that stride speed and length are actually better predictors of longevity than many medical tests? Your walking pattern tells a detailed story about your neuromuscular health, and edamame helps ensure it's a positive one. The most remarkable aspect is that edamame is one of the few plant proteins that contains significant amounts of vitamin B12, a nutrient critical for nerve function and energy production that becomes increasingly difficult to absorb as we age. About 30% of people over 60 have suboptimal B12 levels, leading to fatigue, weakness, and even cognitive changes that are often misattributed to senior moments rather than recognized as nutritional deficiencies. Adding edamame to your diet isn't complicated. You can find it in the frozen section of most grocery stores, ready to be warmed and enjoyed as a snack, or added to stir-fries, salads, or grain bowls. It requires minimal preparation and provides maximum benefits for your aging body. Isn't it time you gave this powerful food a more prominent place in your kitchen? Protein number 6, hemp seeds. The brain-muscle connection. Hemp seeds. Tiny, nutty-flavored, often overlooked or confused with their cannabis relative, though they contain no THC. Could these small seeds be the missing link in maintaining both cognitive function and muscle strength as you age? Emerging research suggests they might be one of the most valuable additions to your diet after 60. Here's the truth that most people don't realize. After 60, brain health and muscle health are intimately connected in what scientists call the neuromuscular system. Declining cognitive function leads to decreased physical activity, poor nutritional choices, and ultimately accelerated muscle loss. Conversely, muscle loss leads to decreased mobility, reduced independence, and accelerated cognitive decline. Hemp seeds uniquely address both sides of this equation. They contain about 10 grams of protein in just 3 tablespoons, including all 9 essential amino acids in a profile that closely matches your body's needs. But their true power lies in their perfect 3-to-1 ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids, the ideal balance for reducing inflammation and supporting brain health in aging bodies. The specific omega-3s in hemp seeds help maintain the integrity of brain cell membranes, which directly impacts neurotransmitter function and cognitive performance. These same fatty acids support the myelin sheath that protect nerve fibers, ensuring efficient communication between your brain and your muscles. Meanwhile, the complete protein profile supports muscle maintenance and recovery, creating a comprehensive approach to neuromuscular health. You might notice improved mental clarity alongside better physical stamina, remembering names more easily, while also having the energy to stay active throughout your day. This combination creates an upward spiral of well-being rather than the downward spiral so common in aging. Imagine feeling mentally sharp while also physically capable, maintaining both your intellectual engagement and your physical independence. Hemp seeds also contain exceptionally high levels of magnesium, about 210 milligrams in 3 tablespoons, addressing one of the most common deficiencies in seniors. This magnesium supports over 300 enzymatic reactions in the body, including those involved in energy production, muscle function, and protein synthesis. It's like providing your body with the catalyst it needs to perform countless biochemical processes efficiently despite age-related changes. Some seniors experience improved sleep quality after incorporating hemp seeds regularly, a critical factor in both cognitive function and muscle recovery. The magnesium helps regulate neurotransmitters that promote relaxation, while the protein provides the amino acids needed for overnight muscle repair. Better sleep means better healing, better thinking, and better function throughout your day. Hemp seeds also contain gamma-linolenic acid, GLA, an anti-inflammatory omega-6 fatty acid that helps regulate hormone-like compounds called prostaglandins. These compounds play a crucial role in controlling inflammation throughout the body, including in both brain and muscle tissue. This specialized fatty acid becomes increasingly important after 60, when inflammatory processes accelerate and threaten both cognitive and physical function. Many seniors eat hemp seeds thinking they're just adding some protein to their diet, but in reality, they're providing sophisticated nutritional support for the brain-muscle connection that becomes increasingly important after 60. They're supporting the complex interplay between your thoughts and your movements, between your intentions and your actions. Adding hemp seeds to your diet is remarkably simple. Sprinkle them on cereal, yogurt, or salads. Blend them into smoothies, mix them into baked goods. Their mild, nutty flavor complements almost any food, while their nutritional profile supports your most complex bodily systems. Isn't it amazing that something so small could help maintain something as precious as your cognitive function and physical independence? Now you've seen the complete picture. These 6 plant-based proteins offer unique benefits specifically tailored to the needs of aging bodies. Each addresses multiple aspects of age-related decline that can threaten your independence and quality of life. Together, they provide a comprehensive approach to protein nutrition that supports healthy aging from multiple angles. Here's the good news. Incorporating them into your daily routine is simpler than you might think. You don't need to become a gourmet chef or spend hours in the kitchen. These foods can fit into your current lifestyle with minimal adjustment, providing maximum benefits with minimal effort. Let me give you a practical framework that makes this easy. For breakfast, consider adding 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds to your oatmeal or yogurt. This simple addition provides 10 grams of complete protein, plus those crucial omega fatty acids for brain health. The nutty flavor actually enhances most breakfast foods without changing their familiar comfort. If you've never tried hemp seeds before, you'll be pleasantly surprised by how easy they are to incorporate and how quickly you'll notice their effects on your energy levels throughout the morning. For lunch, try a quinoa bowl. Cook a batch of quinoa at the beginning of the week, just like rice. Then top it with whatever vegetables you enjoy, some olive oil, and perhaps some avocado. This provides about 8 grams of complete protein, plus the critical leucine that triggers muscle protein synthesis. The beauty of quinoa is its versatility. It can take on the flavors of any cuisine you enjoy, from Mediterranean to Mexican to Asian. It's a canvas for your culinary preferences while providing targeted nutritional support. For dinner, rotate between lentil soup, chickpea curry, or a stir-fry with tofu and edamame. These meals are simple to prepare, can be made in larger batches for leftovers, and provide substantial protein alongside the specific micronutrients your aging body needs. Don't worry about complicated recipes. Even simple preparations of these foods provide their full nutritional benefits. And if cooking feels challenging, many grocery stores now offer prepared versions of these dishes that require minimal preparation. For snacks, hummus, made from chickpeas with vegetable sticks, provides protein between meals, critical for seniors since your body can only utilize about 25 to 30 grams of protein at once. Spreading your protein intake throughout the day maximizes its effectiveness for muscle maintenance. Edamame makes another excellent snack, easily warmed and enjoyed with just a touch of salt. These protein-rich snacks will keep your energy levels stable between meals, while continually supporting your muscle maintenance. Each of these foods can be prepared in advance. Many can be purchased ready to eat, and all of them have relatively long shelf lives, making them practical choices for seniors who may not cook daily or shop frequently. This isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Even incorporating just 2 or 3 of these foods regularly can make a significant difference in how you feel and function. Remember, it's not just about eating protein. It's about selecting the appropriate proteins for your age, proteins that suit your body's changing needs and work with your physiology rather than against it. And you'll feel the difference when making those conscious choices. Greater strength that keeps you independent, improved energy that keeps you engaged in life, and maintained mobility that keeps you doing the things you love. One thing tells me that if you've watched this far, you care deeply about your future, your independence, and your health. Your commitment to learning and growing is precisely what will keep you young at heart, regardless of your chronological age. And I want you to hear this clearly. It's not too late for you to change. You still have time to maintain and even rebuild your strength. And you're not alone in this journey. Thousands of seniors are discovering the power of optimized protein nutrition and experiencing remarkable improvements in their quality of life. Aging is challenging. Weakness, fatigue, and fear of dependency develop gradually and can sometimes make you feel like your strength is disappearing despite your best efforts. These feelings are valid, but need not define your future. Your body is remarkably responsive to positive changes at any age. Here's the reality, though. You can take control by making wise, modest adjustments rather than extreme measures. One meal, one protein source, and one decision at a time. Small, consistent changes create profound results over time. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Start with incorporating just one of these foods regularly and build from there. The plant proteins we discussed today aren't just alternatives to animal proteins. There are sophisticated nutritional interventions specifically suited to the unique challenges of aging. They provide targeted support for your changing body that goes far beyond simple protein content. They work with your natural physiology to maintain your strength, your cognition, and your independence for years longer than you might have thought possible. I encourage you to try incorporating these foods into your daily routine and pay attention to how your body responds. Notice your energy levels, your recovery after activity, your mental clarity, and your overall sense of vitality. Many seniors report feeling noticeably better within just 2 to 4 weeks of optimizing their protein intake with these foods. Wouldn't it be wonderful to defy expectations about aging, to maintain your independence longer than your peers, to enjoy activities without limitation well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond? With the right nutritional support, these outcomes are entirely possible. Your future self will thank you for the wise choices you're making today. Optimizing,